been a minute. Everybody
We back
decided,
with the jump off.
yeah, I'm saying everybody decided to get married and shit. And I'm like, well, niggas took the trash. Ain't nothing to talk about. It's your boy Howie, my man.
Kurt, what's up, y'all?
What up? What up? What up? Got R2G2 in the house. In
As
the
usual,
house.
my man.
Man's in them.
Yeah, man. I just started making sure we follow his YouTube page because I didn't realize he had one, and I stumbled across it. So, shout out to R2G2. We
Okay,
got to
yeah,
follow
yeah,
your
yeah.
YouTube
Follow
page.
you.
I followed under my personal page and the Triad Hip Hop page. So, we
Shout out,
got
shout out to T. Lynn.
you.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Herm Hatchet. New joint he got. What is it? Why?
I forget the name of it, but it's pretty solid. Yeah, I
Yeah,
like it,
yeah.
man. Germ Hatch is in the building too.
Yeah,
So
Herm
T Lynn
Hatchet.
is definitely doing a good thing with him, and he's putting out some really good music, real solid music, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
shout out to him.
Oh, before we go any further, an extra shout out. My man Quavo from Amigos.
Quavo.
And I just want to just say, appreciate the input that you gave us on the show. You probably, man, I don't know about I appreciate. Hey, I really appreciate you. Giving us time of day because I know you're busy. And I know you got other things to do. I sincerely appreciate
So yep, yeah, my man said Quavo gave us a little feedback. When
it.
he
Yep.
saw something, he saw a little clip from our show and left some feedback. So that was nice to him, man. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
we
So we
appreciate that.
appreciate that.
Yep,
Shout out to Quavo. My week was pretty good, man. I can't complain. Celebrated the birthday last
Oh
week.
yeah, let's
You
clap
know what I
that
mean?
up. Let's
Gotta
clap
gotta
that
clap that up. You know what I mean?
up. Hey, anytime you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I'm
Got to
down.
clap that up.
Yeah, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Anytime you around the club, go around the globe.
Oh yeah, yeah,
For
yeah.
real, man.
Yeah, we got
A lot of people leaving here, man.
I'm telling you, man.
Ain't
Got another year under my belt, so
Yeah.
I'm happy. Got a chance to go see a good comedy show. We went to see 85 South, and
Right?
that was hilarious, man. Dudes is crazy, man. Went down to Fayetteville, saw that, So yeah, man, Vietnam, home of J. Cole, and they represented, they played some J. Cole before the show, and they gave him some shout outs. So yeah, it was dope. Um, it was a really good show. So, I can't complain. The work week went by really quick, so overall it's been a really good week. And thank you to everybody who wished me a happy birthday. My birthday was last Saturday, the 14th. So thank y'all for that. I really, really appreciate it.
And don't get it twisted. My man's Cash App is still
Oh,
open.
my man.
You got a chance
Still
to
open.
bless my man right now, all right?
I had a couple people,
You know what
hit
I'm
me up on
saying?
the Cash App. I was
Hit
like,
my
okay,
man's up, all right?
okay, I appreciate you.
Hit my man's
You know what I mean? So yeah, man. How about your week? How was yours?
Man,
You had the weddings to go to, right?
Man, I had weddings. It was crazy, man. Trying to get the school shit together. So just kind of paraphrase. I'm still in IT. I was about to fuck shit up.
Yeah.
Still in IT. Now minoring in journalism and mass communication.
Okay.
So I'm doing the monitoring that. So hopefully I can translate some of those skills.
Right. Yeah, man. Hey, that's dope, man. We definitely can use any help we can. We appreciate the few supporters that we do have. You know what I mean? So people like my man R2G2, he's always here. Hanging out with us. We appreciate it. Oh, what's up, Whip Whip?
Yeah, that's
We appreciate you checking us out. You know what I mean?
Buddy right
there. Okay.
So cool.
Okay.
So cool.
That's what's up, man. We appreciate that, man. Anything else happen interesting on your week?
Man, got married. You know what I'm saying? Everybody falling in love and shit.
Yeah, man.
My ass over here like, I took the trash out.
I took the trash out. That was my big accomplishment.
I'm like, hey, Roach just got 6 legs. I flip him over the belly and count them. Like, I'm doing that shit. Everybody falling in love and shit.
Right.
Counting roaches and shit.
Yeah, hey.
That's about it.
It might be in the cards for your near future, man. She might be waiting on you, man. She might be waiting on you, but we shall see. But anyway, this is episode 175, so we appreciate that. Yeah, man, we are closely close to the 200.
Two,
So hope y'all are with us when we do the big 200
yeah,
episode, because
big 200. It's gonna be big booty midgets
yeah, man.
freestyling. It's gonna be cake. It's gonna be cocaine. I don't know about the cocaine.
Pause on the
Yeah,
cocaine.
pause on the cocaine.
You know,
No, never go into Curtis' house and let them rub my feet on
welcome
the
to
couch.
Try Hip Hop.
Man,
We're good now.
we're
This is episode 2000.
good.
What day is it,
Yeah.
man?
You know why I said that? You on the moon, bitch.
You know what I mean? We're having them Scarface pounds of it in front of us. Say hello to my little friend.
Oh, God.
But yeah, man. So before we get too heavy into the show, we got some people we want to give condolences to. So a couple of people we lost that were Wu Tang affiliates, which was 12 o'clock and Murdoch, and then also we lost the famous Sonny Chiba, one of the famous martial artists that a lot of us grew up watching. If y'all know Jackie Chan, they kind of in that same boat. They've been doing it for years. So shout out to and condolences to them. Tell me more. You heard about 12 o'clock in Murdoch. Did you find out like what happened with them? Like, did they get like?
From what I understand, and this is just hearsay from another podcast. I forgot, shout out the name, but no, they did pass away. Around that time, when we had a little week hiatus.
Yeah.
We didn't really get a chance to report on it. From what I understand, they were in Portland, Oregon.
Okay.
And they
Okay.
had an altercation with somebody.
Oh
Shots
wow.
rang out, and yeah, they got hit.
Dang, man.
Yeah, I hate that.
That's crazy, man. We
Yeah.
should not, the older we get, we got to get away from that street life. You know what I mean? So I hate that even happened to him, but
I'm like,
made it
damn,
rest in peace.
Portland, Oregon, of all
Right,
places. Though.
right.
Like,
You don't even think about that.
Yeah, you think Chicago or LA, not
Right.
Portland.
Yeah,
They
man.
get
It's
busy
crazy.
down there.
Well, it's condolences to them and their families. You know what I mean, and also to the family of Sonny Chiba. I think the last movie that he was in was Kill Bill. I don't think he.
Joints,
Right. He was definitely representing in there, and I'm glad they got him to do that. But I don't think he's done anything after that. Not that I know of, anyway.
Yeah.
But he's been a great actor and a great martial artist, and hate to see him go, man. But he did, he made it to a decent old age, from what I understand. So I'm glad to hear that at least. But
influence on it. His influence. I think movie Street Fighter. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like,
man.
I think game.
Yeah. Yep. That's
some
probably heavily
had some
influenced. Yeah.
inspiration.
I wouldn't doubt it,
Yeah.
man. I mean, he was definitely big time, so I could see that being the case. That makes sense. So yeah, let's give them a moment of silence real quick just to pay our respects. All right. Thank y'all for doing that with us. We appreciate it. We gotta pay them respects. But yeah, man. So we got a few birthdays to announce. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into some birthdays, and I got quite a few to catch up on. So back on my birthday, August 14th, just in case y'all forgot, I need that cash out money.
He needs money, brothers and sisters, brothers and sisters, brothers and sisters.
Brothers and sisters.
He needs funds
We need the
allocated.
fund.
I mean, a man's got to buy that $200,000 jet.
I
He
got
got to
get
keep
around,
up with
man.
Creflo Dollar right now.
Got to keep up with
He
Creflo,
got to keep
man.
up with Creflo. Oh, he need the jet
I
money.
need that, man.
He need that jet money. Don't ask why.
Exactly.
He need that
Just
jet
know I
money.
need it. It's doing the Lord's work.
That's right. Spreading hip hop all around the world. Spreading
Yeah,
the
man.
good book of rhymes
know?
and beats. The good book of rhymes and beats.
Yeah, man. So yeah, but back on the 14th, also the boss had a birthday. That's she's been having some health issues, so I don't know any
Okay.
updates on that. But I heard last year this time she was having some health issues, so hopefully things have gotten better for her. But she shares the same birthday as me.
Oh.
Yeah. If you're still struggling, get well soon. On the 15th, happy birthday goes out to Chief Keef and Nipsey Hussle. Rest in peace to Nipsey Hussle as well. So he had a birthday on the 16th. My man Killer Priest from Wu Tang and Charlie Baltimore, both of them had birthdays on the 16th. So happy birthday to them. On the 18th, another Wu Tang member, Master Killer, along with Everlast. My man No Malice, Pusha Terrence, his brother, and Tragedy Gaddafi.
Dang,
They
all
all
that.
had birthdays on the 18th. Yep, a
Dang,
lot of
Leo
them.
energy.
Yeah, man.
Dang, Leo energy. Oh,
Yeah,
my
Leo
God.
Energy, man. Leo Energy is in the building. You know what I mean?
You ain't fucking with no cancer, bro.
I don't
We
know
had our
about
time
that,
to shine a
man.
little bit, you
You
know what I'm
know,
saying?
y'all time is over now. So,
Yeah.
you got to let us shine
We
right
had to go
now.
back in the sea, goddamn.
But on the 19th, we had a couple of birthdays. My man Nate Dogg, rest in peace.
Oh, yeah.
Also, Fat Joe and Romeo Miller. Happy birthday to all three of them. On the 20th, we had two birthdays. The legendary KRS1. Oh, you sucker. MCs, won't you please come out to play?
Hey!
And then also my man Little C's shares his birthday as well. So happy birthday to both of them. Coming up on the 22nd, my man Jizza, yet another Wu Tang member. And then also coming up on the 23rd, my man Bone Crusher. Who am I? Bone Crusher, motherfucker. Y'all better know something about that, man. I ain't never scared.
What?
I'm kind of mad he hasn't come out with no music in a while, man. That dude was really dope. You know what I mean? So anyway, I believe that's it for my birthdays. So let's give them all a round of applause. You know what I mean? Happy birthday to each and every one of them. Salute. And again, we really appreciate everybody who is checking us out. We're just doing our thing. We weren't going to have a show today, but last minute things kind of opened up, and then we were able to pull it off. So we appreciate y'all checking us out.
Really
and those of you who may go back and watch the replay, we appreciate you as well. Spread the word if you know anybody who wants to talk about hip hop and the culture in general. So,
tell a friend,
you know what I mean?
Tell
a friend. And hit all them buttons, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe, like, share, subscribe.
And that's for Facebook.
Man, Facebook is a trip, man.
Fucking trip.
They're a trip, man. You can't get nothing past them. They're putting people in jail all the time.
Dude, man, man. They went back, like literally, they went back on me. I think I shared a post 5 years ago. Fucking forgot about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what beef they got with Jim Carrey.
Okay.
But so my friend of mine was telling me like, yeah, they got beef with Jim Carrey because of the things he said. But I had Jim Carrey, and I guess obviously 2015. This is when I didn't go all this. I was in a couple group, ladies were there, single ladies. They had little risque pictures. Dirty pictures. Little risque pictures. You know how they have the little, I ain't gonna say the gift. It wasn't a gift. I think it was just more like a JPEG.
Okay.
Like
just a little meme or something.
Yeah. So I put on the joint, the flap. And it was like Jim Carrey with, he's got that little goofy look.
Yeah.
Got his hand. I don't think he's really, if you look at it, he's not really doing that. I think it's from a movie.
Yeah.
And I think it's from what it looked like. It was like Me, Myself, and Irene or something like that. So I don't know the premise of that, but I don't think he's doing that. Facebook came back like, oh, you're doing sexual content. I'm like, what the
man,
fuck? Like,
they so
you can't
fucking
even see
stupid.
anything. And even at that, it's a joke.
Right.
It's a joke.
Yo, they getting out of hand.
Yeah,
my man's Danelle Mitchell, he sent me a couple of posts because Facebook has basically put him in jail twice now.
Damn.
For shit he done did. It's like, what the fuck, man? He like, I don't even get it. You know what I mean? It's really dumb stuff. You know what I mean? So I don't even get Facebook, man.
Man, Facebook about like that little, nerdy ass white kid. That's like, everybody having fun.
I have the power.
Yeah, everybody's having fun.
In your life.
He ain't. So he got to just call out every little fucking thing.
Right.
Like teachers, they're laughing too loud.
Right. They calling
Oh,
foul on everything.
yeah,
Yep,
it's like
yep, that was too wrong.
that's too wrong. Oh, they're biting the cheese sandwich too
Right.
hard.
Yo, you foolish,
Yeah,
man.
eat a dick face,
You
bud.
know, it's crazy, man.
Eat
I
a
don't get
dick.
it, man. But yeah. So let me get into a couple of things on the music front, real quick. My man, Tragedy Gaddafi is releasing a new album for 2021 called The
Oh,
Hidden Files.
okay, that's what's up.
He's one of the most. We were just talking about him. He's one of the most underrated rappers from Queens. My man's always been having bars. You know what I mean? And a lot of times when I go back, I'm like, why is nobody ever talking about this verse that he did or that verse that he did? You know what I mean?
And remember when we did the freestyle on the 100th episode?
Uh huh.
Didn't you use one of his? Um, that was one of his, or that was somebody else?
I can't remember. I
Well, that
probably
I thought that
did.
was tragic or
I
smooth with
probably did.
somebody.
I probably did.
Yeah.
Um, I probably did. I can't even remember, man. But he's one of the dopest, man, from Queens that never really gets talked about enough. If you go back and listen to the song "L.A. L.A." when it was riding on the West Coast
Yeah.
because of the New York joint, he had one of the dopest verses on there. Him and Havoc had the two dopest verses on that song. So
Yeah.
yeah, shout out Havoc. And Mob Deep as well. But yeah, and also Cypress Hill, you got that self-titled album coming out. So tell me more. You know any more about that?
So the self-titled, it's a celebration of the 30 years of Cypress Hill, man. As a fan, I recommend you picking that up. I mean,
Okay.
if you don't really, if you want to understand Cypress Hill, that first album was like just
Yeah.
crazy. I like it because it's just you feel the energy from it. Like you can see that these guys were, they were green, but they kind of knew what they were getting into.
Right. Right.
They had fun. It was like that, it was them expressing themselves. Yeah, that first album was like I ain't gonna. Yeah, it was a great.
Classic,
Yeah, it was
man.
a classic album, man.
Definitely a classic, man. I mean, a lot of the albums were classics, but that's always been my favorite. That very first one.
The first one, I like Black Sunday, but nah. Let me tell you something though. You
Temples of
really
Boom.
Temple of Booms and shit, but nah, you really want to get some Cypress? That fourth album.
Okay.
That
Okay.
fourth album, that's that shit right there.
Okay.
To this day.
To this
To this
day.
day. That fourth album.
To
Shut
this
up, be
day.
real. Yeah, that
But
fourth
yeah,
album is
man.
so hard.
I'm gonna have to go back and re-listen to that joint, man. But yeah, so they got that joint coming out at the end of the month, celebrating their 30-year anniversary. So that's what's dope about that. Also, Kendrick Lamar has announced that he is working on an album. He said it is going to be, unfortunately, his last album on TDE. He said
Okay.
after that he's going to still do music, but it's going to be under a different banner. You know what I mean? He said the name of it, but I cannot remember. But he's still doing his thing. It just won't be TDE anymore. No more Top Dog Entertainment after this album. So I don't know what the issue is behind that. He didn't really explain. Just kind of just put it out there. You know what I mean? So I don't care as long as we get Kendrick Lamar music. You know what I mean?
Hopefully, what I'm saying, especially with everything that's been going out, man, like, Nas, King Disease 2's been hitting.
Yeah.
Um, everybody, is it Kanye?
I don't know. I don't think so, but I don't
Okay,
know.
but everybody's anticipation of that.
Yeah.
Man, I'm not saying he'll be slack, but I'm just saying I hope he delivers.
Right.
Especially for him, at a time where people were really putting out music back to back to back, him not putting out music, everybody coming out. He's coming out with something. That really says a lot.
Yeah.
Really,
Yeah.
and really
Absolutely.
it's kind of risky in a sense too because at the same, what I'm saying, a lot of people can't do that. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? No disrespect to some of these groups out here, but some people did the same thing. You can't tell me that he's coming back out with an album.
Right.
Like
Right.
I think that's the problem right now with Bobby Smurder. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He been going away, and that's no disrespect. He's been going away. He's trying to do shit that he was doing in 2015.
Yeah.
It's damn near 2022 now. You know what
Exactly.
I'm saying? So, I get it.
But yeah, I mean, we'll see, man. I mean, I think it's gonna still be a good album. And Dr. Dre, he about to release the album too.
Oh yeah.
So everybody's been kind of talking about it. Somebody else came out recently and said they heard Dr. Dre's album as well. Because I know I said Grandmaster Flash talked about it, but somebody else after him came out and said it's top notch. You know, they talk really highly of it. So Dre, you need to come on and release that joint too, man. So we waiting on that as well. I don't care if it's detox or retox or whatever, man. Put it out. You know? But
nah, the Crons is
right.
right. Cronville.
The Chronicles or something, you know. All right, man. Well, let's jump into some topics real quick. And like I said, don't forget, hit all the buttons, like, share, subscribe,
Yep.
like, share, subscribe,
Yep.
like, share, subscribe. Tell a friend. You know what I mean?
Touch somebody.
You know, if you refer somebody, I'll give you $1,000. No, I'm not, but still refer somebody.
But if you do it, let me tell you something. I'll give you some of this ABC gum.
Yeah, there you go.
In the finest of molars right here. The finest of molars.
Exactly. Authentic. You know what I mean? We only chew the best. You know what I mean? Around here, we only chew the best. You know. All right, so I don't know if anybody heard it, but Tory Lanez did actually respond to Cassidy.
Oh yeah, I've been meaning.
Yeah, he did respond. You know, he never got. I don't think Cassidy ever said anything back though. This was like right before my birthday. I think we mentioned it lightly, but I'm still waiting to see what Cassidy going to do. I don't know if he kind of just leaving it alone, or if he actually cooking up something. But to me, you waiting a little bit longer if you're going to throw something out there. This is one of those things where if you're going to respond, it need to be like within 2 or 3 days. You know what I mean? Don't need to be weeks down the line. You know.
Yeah, I had to give it to him. I mean, you know what I'm saying? I mean, especially for him being an R&B cat.
Right.
It's like these R&B cats, man. I mean, you know, shout out to Chris Brown and everybody. He's trying to get busy on the bar.
Right.
And, I mean, I have to respect that, too, man. I like the fact that, you know, these guys are talented. You know, they can both sing and rap. You know what I'm saying? You got to shout out to Drake for that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, as far as, like, the format and what they brought to the table, you know, sonically and stuff like that.
Yeah, man.
So, man, I mean,
most definitely.
Yeah, man, it's just been getting crazy because like that, and then you know Royce and you know Lupe.
Yeah,
and everybody's having their little skirmish and stuff.
Yeah, man, it's crazy, man. I'm assuming the Royce and Lupe thing is done with. I mean, I haven't heard nothing new on the new front on that, but I'm assuming they're done with that. So you know, I wonder if they're still gonna go back and do the podcast. That's what I'm really wondering because they had just got it into the podcast, so I wonder if they're gonna continue that.
I thought they said like nah.
That's what I thought too, but I'm just saying.
I think if they get back on good terms and then like look money, they'd be like
right, yeah, you know, we'll see. But it would be nice, you know what I mean? Podcasts are always good to hear from your favorite rappers and stuff like that, you know. So, but anyway, we're gonna talk a little bit more, I guess, about the Locks and Dipset because we didn't get to go into that much detail the last time because we were kind of rushing to end the show. We were running low on time.
Somebody was trying to see a movie. And it's much as my fault too because I like got there late. I was like on Black People Time.
Yeah,
10 time.
man. We know how that goes.
Yeah, I got there like it was bad. Part of that my fault.
It was all his fault. We're gonna leave it at that.
Yeah, it was. I take the blame. I'm responsible.
But yeah, I did go to the movies. I went and saw Suicide Squad.
So
that was really good.
I liked it. I saw it on the
You just get to see it.
I seen it on the HBO
okay.
Joint.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna do it like this. And you know, at least it was, you know, $14.99.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I didn't have to pay the $14.99 plus $30 to see some shit.
Right.
And I do all that shit.
You gotta. Did you ever see Mortal Kombat?
Yeah, I seen.
You know that's
Mortal
on
Kombat.
there too.
Yeah,
okay.
I kind of had a little mixed feelings about it. I thought it was okay overall. That beginning was everything.
Yeah,
I love that beginning.
Yeah, they did a great job with that opening scene.
And the only thing I didn't like, they gave my man the arm.
Oh yeah.
They gave him 99-cent arm from the fucking dollar store. Talking about here you go, nigga. And my man up there hitting that bag, crying and shit.
He wasn't
looking like a rock'em sock'em robot and shit.
You know, we had the $6 million man back in the day. This nigga was the $6 man at first.
$6, nigga, 6 cents. They like, get these little metal joints together and just put them shit on.
We can rebuild him, but we don't want to spend a lot of money.
Oh no.
Anybody got some pocket change?
Yeah.
Get those tin cans and old staples over there.
Yeah,
and let's put an arm together for this nigga.
Do that.
You know,
we're gonna MacGyver some shit.
Right. But yeah, so we want to talk a little bit more about the Locks and Dipset. I really, really enjoyed it. I mean, of course, we all know the Locks came out victorious, but I will give props to Dipset because they had a really good performance. Like when they did Dipset Anthem, that was really big. Oh Boy was a really good song, and then Ballin' was really good. But overall, the Locks still came out on top. You know what I mean? And it's not much to say about it for me. It's just I keep going back and replaying it. You know what I mean? Like the Who Shot Your freestyle.
Oh, God,
I mean, they killed it, man. I mean, they was doing like what real hip hop is supposed to be. They was calling them out for their shit. Like when Jim Jones did Ballin', and he was like, "Yeah, get me right. Let me put my little jury on." And they was calling him out for that shit being corny. You know, they was like, "That shit is corny, man." And I mean, it's cool, but you know, it's like they was like, "We on a different level. We here for hip hop. We're not here for flashiness." So I like that. The Locks was really in a state of mind of pure hip hop. You know what I mean? So what did you all?
Well, I mean,
overall
that's my
think?
thing about it. Like I stated, man, I'm glad it happened.
Yeah.
I'm glad the Locks got on top. I was just a little disappointed of the Dipset because not the, you know, I love disappointed
the Dipset.
Yeah, the Dipset. But I was a little disappointed of Dipset because of the fact, man. Like I know Cam was that dude, man.
Yeah.
Like Cam was that dude.
Yeah, he could have done a lot more.
He could have. I think if it had been, if Cam would have dug in his catalog a little, like before the Dipset stuff, I think it'd have been a different outcome.
Yeah.
I mean, I think the Locks would still win it, but I don't think it would have been. I don't think it would have been. You know, I think they would have had at least Dipset would. I don't mean to keep on saying it. I think Dipset would have had a little bit more wins under their belt because I think the Locks had one thing I had to say. The Locks had was they had an answer to everything. I think that's something that they wouldn't count on.
Oh yeah. Especially when they started calling on them about the girl records, they was like, "Man, y'all ain't got nothing for the ladies," and Kiss just was like,
"Oh,
like, okay, Tech, let's show them what we got." You know what I mean? They was going through all the joints, Ride or Die Chick. We was just talking about that earlier before the show. You know, that's a classic right there. You know, what was some of the other girl joints they did? They did Jenny from the Block. Yep, the Mariah Carey.
Knock Yourself Out.
Yep, Knock Yourself Out. Mariah Carey and Mary J. They did.
Yeah, what's crazy about it too, man? Even though they were chick songs, they was still hard.
Hard as fuck. Hard as fuck.
That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
you know,
it's really, you can't do that. Like you can't.
Yeah, man.
Like Drake can't do that.
Yeah. Can't do it at all.
At all.
I remember when J-Lo did the the joint with them, and I remember thinking, is this gonna work out? And then when they started rapping, I was like, oh shit, it's hard as fuck, but it still worked. Because it was like, she was trying to represent her roots in the Bronx, you know what I mean? So it worked out. It needed that hardcore balance to it. It didn't need nothing, soft on there. It didn't need a Drake on that. You know what I mean? It needed that lock.
So with that, I mean, and no disrespect to the Lock from the Bronx. Why?
Right, they are from YO, yeah. But it was just good to have that hardcore hip hop on there. But it's you're right though. She was repping the Bronx, but
and then like, why didn't you get like a Fat Joe?
Fat Joe,
you know what I'm saying? Especially like someone, she's
yeah. Yeah, she's Hispanic. Fat Joe's Hispanic.
Yeah,
so
that's
all
I'm getting.
Yeah.
But then too, I can understand because I think maybe the voice, the range, like
Yeah.
they're Jada and Styles, they're kind of they're lower on the register. You probably need that lower male energy to carry that tone. Opposed to,
Right.
because like
Right.
Fat Joe, he's a little bit more higher. I would give him more like a baritone, not
Yeah.
necessarily a tenor per
Right.
se, but
Right.
borderline tenor baritone.
Yeah.
And I guess he's like he wants bass,
Yeah.
deep.
Yeah. It worked out. You know what I mean? It worked out. It was a really good song. I remember I was bumping it a lot. Um, cause just cause of their part. You know what I mean?
Oh
So
yeah,
yeah. So it was dope, man. But yeah. And then as far as the whole verses, man, I'm excited to see where they go from here. You know, I hope they have some more good matchups like that. But I don't. I think it's gonna be hard for anybody to really top that one. You know what I mean?
yeah. Cause really,
Um,
man, I think that one and Earth, Wind, and Fire one and Isaac Brothers probably like my
yeah,
favorite.
yeah, most
And
definitely.
I've yet to see the. I need to see the bounty count on
Oh,
because
Bounty
you
Killer
got
and
Bounty Killer and Beanie
Beanie
Man because they
Man.
said that
Yeah,
one was
that was
you know
good. Yeah, that was a really good one. That was there was a lot of love in that one too. You know what I mean? Because
yeah. And that's the thing is just that those verses were kind of love. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like now this one was like this was war.
yeah, man, this was
And
definitely
and they
war.
came out ready
It
for
was like get Dipset out here now. Who was that? Styles P. I
yeah,
think
get
kept
them
saying
niggas out, son.
that.
Get them niggas out. Now, what tripped me out was what tripped me out always, man, all the beasts with, all the crews are edging on the stage and they were
yeah,
getting closer. And it's like,
yeah.
man, we good, man. Look, man, we just do this shit. Hey, yo, give that nigga a hug, man. I'm like, yo, how you gonna make give that nigga a hug
You
like
know,
hard? Like, give that nigga a hug, son. Wrap my nigga up,
you
son.
know what I mean? Wrap my nigga up. Cause what it was their crews was getting testy. I think like the Dipset had a lot of people with them, and so their people was getting kind of in their feelings, I guess, about the whole thing. Cause the Locks was talking about a lot of shit to him,
Oh
and
yeah.
so a lot of niggas from the streets don't like that. So they was trying to let him know it's all love. You know what I mean? We just doing this for hip hop. So I think that's why he was like, yeah, get that nigga a hug or something. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? To
Give
let
that
these
nigga
niggas
a
know.
hug.
We want them to know, this ain't no real fight. You know what I mean? But it was still good. I didn't like the whole issue with Cam and the kick,
Yeah,
but
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
glad they squashed that.
Oh
Real
yeah,
quick. It
man.
wasn't no big deal, but you could tell he was kind of in his feelings. You know what I mean? Because they wasn't looking that good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Um, what was funny was what's my man name? Freaky Zeke. He was just dancing all night, just kind of in his own little world. You know what I mean? If you go back and look at it, it was a lot of times where he was just off to the side dancing, and it was like there was a lot of memes about it, talking about yeah, I want that Freaky Zeke energy or something like that. Because he wasn't really big on the songs, but
Nah.
he still represented as far as being in the building. So um
But let me ask you this. Star was saying that of course this is
uh-huh.
Star was saying I think we discussed it, but Star was saying Jada do you agree?
I don't think so. Matter of fact, we didn't do a question of the day, but I don't consider him the greatest of all time per se. I mean, he's definitely in the top tier of hip hop, but I don't think he's the greatest of all time. I will give him very close because he's well rounded. You gotta have the bars, you gotta have the stage presence. You know what I mean? You gotta have the entertainment value where you can really keep people keep their attention,
Yeah.
and he's good at that.
Yeah, he definitely commanded
So
that
he's
crowd,
definitely
man.
one of the best
God.
when it comes to that. There's not too many people who can do all of that type of stuff. So I do give him credit for that, but I don't think he is the one, to me. Um, what do you think?
Nah, I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say that too. Nah, he's not the greatest. Now, one thing I will say, I think it's for Star to say that is a testament to the great he was around.
Yeah,
Now,
yeah,
as far as
most
like what
definitely.
the great, Jada, I mean, Jada was out, you know, B.I.G., Puffy Camp,
Yep.
Rough Rider Camp,
Yep.
DMX.
Yep.
So like people he was around, people that the lots are around. As far as those greats, yeah, I think you could say that because and that says that's a testament, great to like Jada this because of that,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
I agree. I
And you know
agree.
what I'm saying? And I'm not taking nothing away from Jada Kiss, man, 'cause he did the damn man did the damn thing. I mean,
Yeah.
he had those, what I'm saying? He had a little, Tyler the Creator gay ass getting moist and shit.
Yeah,
I'm
that
just
was
like,
funny
man.
when he talked
But
about
nah,
that.
I
I was
was,
like,
hey,
yo, why
and
you
shout
do
out to my, because I had to give it to him, man. I like the critique. I really like the critique that he gave on
Yeah, he
that. And
did.
he really did a good job
He
on that
did.
critique. Shout out to
Gotta
Tyler.
give him that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
man.
definitely. I give Tyler the Creator a lot of credit because he's a good rapper. You know what I mean? Um, but yeah, he did get a little moist over Jada
He
Kiss.
got a little moist.
A
Just a little
little
moist.
moist, but anyway, yeah. I mean, the verses was really good. The locks brought the energy, and I think that's what helped them to win because not only were they better performers, but they brought the energy. You know what I mean? Dipset was good, but they didn't bring the same level of energy that the locks had. You know what I
Yeah, I
mean?
think that they had the energy and they had the chemistry. And I think that's what's going to happen when they
Yeah,
go on tour. And I
yeah,
really hope they have a rematch so they can kind of redeem
yeah. They're
themselves.
on tour now. I think they're already on tour together, so they probably doing little rematches
Yeah.
on their tours. Just part of the tour. 'Cause, I mean, if they're smart, I would incorporate that into each show. You know what I
Facts.
mean? And get the crowd involved. Who y'all think better? We're gonna have a mini versus real quick. Blah blah blah. So yeah, what I mean, that's what's up. I think they should do that. But I believe I think one of them is working on something new. I think I can't remember. Seemed like I remember one of them saying that they were working on something new.
Jim Jones.
No,
I mean,
I
of
mean
course, Jim
I
Jones has
meant
been kind of consistent.
the locks.
Oh, the
Locks.
lots. Oh,
Yeah,
oh, oh, oh.
yeah. One of them I think is working on something new right
That's
now.
probably Styles, I
Probably. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's Styles. It's
think. Yeah.
Styles. He's doing Beloved Part 2.
Okay.
Remember him and Dave East did that
Yeah, yeah,
Beloved joint
yeah.
because both of their names is David. So and David is translated to Beloved. So yeah, they doing part 2 of that. So I think that's dope. I knew it was something I heard, so I forgot about that on the music front. So did you want to say anything more about the locks and Dipset before we move into the